Coliseum to watch some of the best volleyballing nations in the world, particularly Russia and China, of course, who took part in that stunning Olympic final back in Athens. China winning the gold there, and they are both in action here. And in just a moment, we'll be watching China against Thailand. Thailand, the 4th-ranked side in Asia, relatively new to the game. They have only been playing at a top level in the region for about the past 10 years. So they certainly have an uphill battle. And again, we have a great crowd here to watch.
Yeah, really amazing coming into this stadium. A lot of the seats are packed, and the noise level is quite exciting. Just finished watching a match between Russia and Azerbaijan, and that was a thriller. It looked like it was one-way traffic at the beginning. The Russians trailing 2-0, and looking like losing the third one. Would have been quite an embarrassment. But they turned it around, had a very close 27-25 third set. And then from there, never looked back, really winning quite comfortably in the fifth. I think it was 15 points to 7. But yeah, now we're eagerly awaiting Thailand versus China. Like you said, Thailand in the lower ranks in the volleyball world. They're 4th ranked in Asia. I think they're 12th overall in the world. Whereas China haven't got the exact rankings, but they're definitely up there. They're one of the best, if not the best, at the moment.
Well, the Chinese national women's volleyball team have taken 5 consecutive World Championship titles at one time, but that was back in the 1980s. They did a bit of consolidating in the 90s, and of course bounced back in 2004 to win that gold medal in Athens. They're certainly experimenting with a few younger players in preparations for the Beijing Olympics in 2 years' time. In fact, a relatively young side with an average age of just 23, or 23.6 if you want to be exact, an average height of 186 centimeters. Not bad, a very tall team indeed.
And as you mentioned, yeah, they're experimenting with some younger players. Obviously, this is what makes these tournaments so great. It is the World Grand Prix. It doesn't offer as many ranking points as the World Championships or the Olympic Games, but nonetheless, very exciting because you get to see the teams experiment with some younger players. And although this should be a one-sided match, with China probably wanting to experiment with the major goal of getting to the Olympics and winning the gold medal in Beijing, they kind of experiment, and that could lead to untested formulas, and it could be a close match.
Well, China unfortunately missing one of their star players, Zhu Su-hong. Or Zhu Ming, I should say. Zhu Ming replaced by number 15, Ma Wengman. So, action about to get underway here for this second match of the evening, the second match of this round-robin tournament here in Hong Kong. And it'll be China in the blue tops against Thailand in the mainly red tops with the blue trimming. But we'll be back here at Hong Kong Coliseum in just a moment after this short break.
Here we have live pictures of the FIVB World Grand Prix volleyball action. China versus Thailand.
Well, there's the Thai starting lineup. And really a very good warm-up series for all these sides taking part, because we also happen to be in the same year as the World Championships taking place in Brazil. So an important role for this Hong Kong event, leading up to the Grand Prix finals in Italy in September. So a definite mismatch on paper, Thailand against China. So the Thais, let's hope, still able to provide a bit of a workout for the Chinese and give us some good competition here. If you've only just joined us, you would have missed the last set of the Russia-Azerbaijan game. Russia coming through winners there, but really things going right down to the wire, with Azerbaijan running out of steam in the 5th and deciding set. As we take a look here at the reigning Olympic champions from Athens, China. There's the starting lineup with Wang Fengyang, Liu Chu, number 17, Y.L. Zhu. The Chinese missing Zhu Ming, replaced by Ma Wengman.
For China, the girl to look for, number 1, Wang Yimei, the 18-year-old up-and-coming star. Should be one of the wing spikers.
Yep. Wang, the youngest member of the side. And number 2, Feng Kun, at 28, the oldest member of the side. So the Thais about to get things underway at Hong Kong Coliseum in the first match of this tournament for both sides. Well, a bit of a miscue there from Yang Hao.
And already just looking down on the court, I think Chinese with the height advantage, definitely. Thai girls going to be doing it tough, as we see there.
Nice.
Nice, quick back set by China. The Thai girls didn't even know what was happening there.
Well, that was the sort of move that normally involves a decoy, but that one just going over 1-all.
Well, that's a side out call. I could have sworn that ball was in. That serve looked good from Liu Yanan, as we'll see in the replay.
Well, perhaps not a good angle to look at, but it did just look long. No decoy again. And that time, Zhu Yunli up for it. So this match getting underway a little bit late this evening. It was due to start about half an hour ago, but the Russia-Azerbaijan match really did wear on. But you're now watching live pictures of China against Thailand.
Couple of hand signals, setting up the play, getting the rotations right for the Chinese girls. 2 blockers up. But good spike. Thailand level the score at 3 points all. Good elevation on that jump. Oh, bit of a wild serve.
Just another indication of the form difference between these two sides. Quite recently as well, 2005, China finishing 3rd in the Grand Prix series, Thailand finishing 12th and last. So they still have a lot of improving to do, as China put a 2-point buffer between them and the Thais. Yang Hao to serve it. Good block. Back on the attack line. There's the decoy. Nice get before by the Chinese libero. And China come away with the point again. 6-3.
Yeah, the Chinese girls seem to have a few more options up the front at the moment. The Thai girls only have 1 or 2 spikers, making it very easy for the Chinese girls to form a block. Good serve. And the Thai girls just running out of room there. Good cross-court spike.
Coming in from the attack line. Oh, well, Wang Yimei spilled that one.
Beat the blockers, but just missing the court, cross-court.
7-4 to China.
Oh, well read. Little dink by Feng, not getting over the blockers.
Yeah, China playing there with a decoy, but not doing it very subtly. As you said, Stephen, well read, an easy one to read for them. 7-5. Thailand staying with them though, 7-6. It was neat play from the Thais, and Malika, the Thai middle blocker, doing it.
Wang, the 18-year-old, getting up quite high.
And setting herself up into a good position to make those finals of this series in Italy.
Oh, nice little floating serve by Zhu Yunli. Just punching that ball over, letting it float around. So Zhu again, another floater, causing lots of troubles for the Thai girls.
Yeah, perhaps not expecting that serve to drop mid-court.
Number 15, Malika Kuntong. Finding the gap. Keeping the game close.
There's a setup, it's a high one. Oh, that was classy play from the Chinese. A quick set right up at the net.
Oh, that's a good point. Good attacking from both teams. Turning defense into attack. Yeah, only one blocker from the Thai team. And another free point. But early days yet. It's just into the first set. First 4 sets, first to 25 points. Oh, magnificent strike.
Absolutely. And you'd think the Chinese would have seen that coming. It wasn't the most sophisticated setup, but it certainly had things working for Thailand. No blockers there.
Yeah, good disguise from the Thai girls. Well, China just answering back. Zhu Jinling hammering that ball down.
Well, China doing pretty well, thanks very much, even without their star player Zhu Su-hong, one of the team's great veterans. Injured at the moment. They are hoping she'll be back in time for the Group D event in Macau. So as I mentioned before, three weeks of 3 different cities hosting events, and the top 5 teams from those tournaments will join Italy in the finals. So there's a lot of competition.
Pachuri Sangamuang. Height of 181 centimeters, spike height of 294 centimeters.
So Nutra with the serve. Things not working for her there. China 14, Thailand 11 in this first set. Long.
Well left.
So an uncharacteristic slip up there from Zhu Jinling.
So a 2-point game, but the Thai girls really struggling to get level. Last time they were level, it was at 3 points all, as we have that behind the back set.
No way. That was a very optimistic dive there from Malika. So China here looking to regain the crown that they won in 2003, where they finished first ahead of Russia in the Grand Prix series. It really is an incredible rivalry between these two. So it's China 16, Thailand 12, and we'll be back at the Hong Kong Coliseum after this short break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Hong Kong Coliseum. You're watching live coverage of China in the blue against Thailand in this World Grand Prix event in Hong Kong. So it's China 17, Thailand 13. First to 25, of course, in each set, except for the last set. If they go that far, to 5, which would be played to 15. And this evening, we've already seen Russia beat Azerbaijan 3 sets to 2. So it's got to be said, Thailand doing very, very well to stay with the Olympic champions so thus far.
Yes, well, it really was bonus to win in Athens, because like you said, their sights were definitely on Beijing, so that although the Olympics in Athens was the Olympics, they certainly would have had in the back of their minds preparations for 4 years later. But as we saw in the earlier match, the game of volleyball just changed so much in recent years with this rally point system. The game can just really swing from one to the other, the momentum shift, and being a team sport. We just saw Russians in the first couple of sets really down and out. Their body language was terrible. When they started to pick up, it was almost the reverse.
I mean, Stephen, the game did have problems with television coverage before when you had to win on your own serve.
Yeah, you could
the matches really did sometimes grind on and on and on. So this certainly is much better for not only scheduling but also spectators as well. Certainly puts it keeps that spark going, as we've seen here this evening. And it's China 20, Thailand 14. Spike from out wide, easily covered by Feng. One for the libero, a blind shot in fact. There's the decoy, back set. A great rally finished off there, plugged in by Wang Yimei, the 18-year-old, the youngest member of this Chinese squad.
Yeah, we see her on picture. Quite a large girl. She's actually mentioned in interviews herself that she would like to take off a few pounds, but Pachuri, number 14 for Thailand, in the backcourt at the moment. We'll see if she gets a chance. In fact, she's involved in a little bit of a miscommunication. Her teammate Malika. And the libero of one are now telling them to rearrange positions.
Not too many options there for Thailand, but they made the most of the one that they had. Quick work by Willavan, the number 10 wing spiker. And back now with Plemjit for the serve. Oh, she's really got up to that one. Just beyond the 10-foot line, and China certainly know where to put them when they need to keep it out of reach, and that has now put them in a rather commanding position. They're still up there though. So it's 23-16, a slip up there from Wang.
Oh, nice save. Oh,
no, not a great block from Liu Yannan.
Well, what a fantastic rally from that save. They managed to form an attack and stay in this match. They're 2 points away from losing the first set, the Thai girls. Every point counts. There's another block save.
Oh, that was absolutely clinical. That was so well placed. It was a And that was so well struck.
Yeah, you could just see, even on the slow motion, you could feel the power of that ball. So Willa Van again, getting the ball into play with a floater. Good serve.
No decoy that time, and Thailand really growing in confidence. Good to see any side starting to feel that they can match it with the big guns of a world game. And that is something that China certainly is. Well, disappointment there for Wang.
Well, Wang really more comfortable at the front court, so just a substitution. Trying to produce a better dig, but unfortunately that time, still, for China, unable to set the ball up properly, and now Thailand within 3 points again. Oh.
And now Thailand within 1 of taking this first set. So this might be all over the first set at least in just a moment. Good block by China. And just coming off the attack line.
This set's going to be tough. Well done.
That was an excellent dig from China, and it sets them up well to win this first set, 25-20. So China takes the first set. Thailand stayed with them for most of the way, and we will be back here as Thailand leading by 1 in the second set. China having won the first. Best of 5 if it has to go that far.
Oh, and a lucky serve from Zhu. Catching the tape. And just dribbling over.
Okay.
And not quite. So once again, the Thai girl, number 11, Ampon. The shot that she likes to do, she likes to traverse across, jump with one leg, and slam cross court. She's off with the serve. And a good serve, right landing right on the line. Nice little back set.
Very
Back set
businesslike
by
from China.
Feng, yes. And the Chinese girls really making the Thai girls suffer on those serves. Those soft little floaters. They've scored about 4 or 5 free points already in the first set from that. So Feng again. Standing up close. Just pushing it over. Oh, and the libero, number 16 from China, just touching that ball. That's Zhang Na. A little bit indecisive that time. And the score level at 4-all in this second set. The Thai girls doing quite well up against the reigning Olympic champions. And a bad miss from China there. They really had a good decoy going there. No blockers up. Clear shot. Just wide. So the Thais ahead in this second set, 5-4. There's one of the main strikers, Pachuri, starts off the point, number 14. And Liu, great move, starting off from the center of the court. Traversing across to her right, moving away from the blockers, there you see. Excellent play. And let's not forget the great setting of Feng Kun. Your spike is only as good as what the setter provides you with. As we see Wang from China. Number 1, huge serve. She's the 18-year-old up-and-coming star.
And Wana, the Thai libero, unable to handle that. Read it just a little bit too late. And for those unfamiliar with the game of volleyball, a relatively recent introduction. Each side having one player, usually the shortest player on the side as well, with a different coloured top to the rest of the players. So libero and Steve in the most flexible position on the field.
Yeah, they can substitute on and off as frequently as they like, with as many different players if they like. And it's just been introduced to try to get the rallies going a little bit more. Because for a while, it used to be a serve, and the server would usually lose a point because the opposition would just dig, set, and the spikes were just getting so good. The girls were just getting so much stronger and hitting the ball down hard that we wouldn't get any other rallies. So now we have a specialist down at the backcourt. And hopefully to prolong some of the rallies, get it more exciting for the crowd and more interesting for the teams, making it a little bit more multi-dimensional, we should say.
So 7-all here at Hong Kong Coliseum. Close up there of China's Liu Yan'an. Thailand having won the point with the serve. Getting right into it as well, and a powerful spike there from Zhu Yunli. And timeout called, and we will also take a short break here at TVB. In Thailand 8 in their second set. That's Yang Hao about to serve for China. Nice, but well, nice idea, but not a good back set by Amporn.
Yeah, Amporn more known for her spiking than her setting. That dig just was not directed well enough to number 13, who was expecting it. That's Nutsara. Here we go, Nutsara with a little, and that looks like a 4-hit to me. Didn't seem like it came over the net.
That was an unbelievable dig, but it wasn't good enough for China.
And that time, number 14, Pachuri, finishing the job. Oh, pardon me, that was number 11, Amporn.
Tough digging there from the Thais. But it's China leading 12-9.
Yeah, Thailand were doing well in this second set. They were leading all the way up until that technical timeout at 8-7. And the Chinese have regrouped and command a 2-point lead. As number 16, Zhang Na, the libero, comes back on for China. She'll have at least 3 rotations from the backcourt.
Not a great serve from Amporn. Certainly having a game, and she's off.
Well, she's been one of the major point scorers for Thailand, so she'll be substituted off while her rotation in the backcourt exists.
So the scorers for China so far in this set: Yang Hao with 3 points. Liu also up there with 2.
Well, nice finish by the Thai girls, but that was a fantastic set from Fang, the 27-year-old veteran for the Chinese team, number 2. Really had to pull that ball back into play, setting up the ball for the Chinese girls. Feng again, long set. Spotted Wang in the open court. See. Yeah, great angle. serve this time by Wang. And the Chinese girls unable to regroup after that dig. Accidentally went over to the Thai's side. So if Thailand can get this point, they'll be all square.
Oh, they do. That was a great block. And it was Willavan who got it. And that is 14 all. Well, this is a Thai side that is refusing to be intimidated. The serve from Malika. Can't dig that one out, though, despite the best efforts of Wana, the libero.
Yeah. Number 3 for China, Yang Hao, really getting up high, as we see on that replay. And the blockers just too far apart, not forming a wall. Oh, smart play. Willavan. China back in the lead, 16-14.
So you're watching one of the best sides in the world at the moment, along with Russia also playing in this tournament. Fans in Japan will be getting a look at two other hot volleyballing nations, Cuba and Brazil. Brazil, of course, looking to three-peat in the World Grand Prix Series this year, having won in 2005 and 2004. Nice setup by China. They had to take it sooner or later, and that was a great spike by China's number 5, Chu Jinling.
Well, that was an all-team effort. First of all, that super dig from Zhang Na, the libero, number 16, saving that point. Then, of course, Feng, the veteran, 27 years old. Beautiful set. As you can see, the Thais' communication, bit of a problem here. Once again, just defending, letting China to counter-attack again.
Well, the Thais certainly not afraid to throw themselves around the court, very reminiscent of the great Japanese women's volleyball side of the 1964. Nice back set, up for it, great dig. They couldn't follow up though. And you would have thought that Zhu Yun Li could have got a little closer to that. That was great work by the Thais.
Yeah, they're hanging in there, but they always seem to be missing just 1 or 2 shots to finish off the point.
A couple of decoys going up for that. The ball just dropping down to the 10-foot line.
Seems to be Yang's favourite side, that left-hand court, the number 3.
It's China 19, Thailand 15. No decoys that time, not needed, because Thailand had a great spiking opportunity, which China has managed to perfection. It's still going, and China comes away with the point, courtesy of Zhu Yun Li. There she is. Zhu Yun Li, who celebrated her 29th birthday, or 19th birthday, I should say, just a couple of weeks ago.
So another substitution. Sung Nina, the other designated setter for China. So there was a few rotations that China were without a designated setter or a setter specialist. Feng was substituted out, but now they have Sung. And that's a double hit. Didn't come off cleanly. So point to China as they get closer and closer to the 25 points of this second set. Big serve by number 3, Yang.
(21-17) to China. Serve goes back to Thailand, and it's Nutsara who takes it. Nutsara, specialist setter. Thailand prepared for the double block mid-court. A little luck going the way of Thailand there, but they're going to have to finish this one off. Great block. And they pointed back at Pachari.
Yeah, Pachari didn't really have much chance with that one. The set was too close to the net. She was already committed. As we see in this replay, she was already too close and couldn't avoid the block. This is a better view here. Yeah, no room
she
for her
almost
to
knew as soon
maneuver.
as she struck it, Stephen, that was coming straight back at her.
And once again, the Chinese girls really reading the set well. Really comes down to Thailand only having 2 really effective spikers that they can go to.
Courtside sweepers there doing a great job keeping this, keeping the moisture off the court. Got to make sure that surface remains non-slip despite all the sweat pouring out and being smeared all over the court when players go down for digs. And a change for both sides there. Wana comes off for Thailand, and it's Amporn to serve.
Okay, free ball.
Thailand taking full advantage of that time.
Yeah, that free ball probably just a little bit too short. Nice and high, giving the Chinese girls time to reset, settle down. But at the same time, giving the Thai girls plenty of time to, yeah, 3 setters there, 3 spikers ready to hit.
Putting a smile on the face of their coach, Mr. Sudachai.
Good improvisation from Li Shan. That set going over ahead.
So China 1 point away from winning this second set. Mind you, let's not forget the hot favourites, Russia. We're in a completely different position to the Chinese at the moment. They found themselves trailing by 2 sets early on to much lower ranked Azerbaijan. Tricky play from Thailand. Hasn't done them that much good though, and a good powerful spike there from Chu Jinling. So 25-19, the second set goes the way of China, and they're looking ever more dominant against the Thais. Very much an important linchpin for the Thais. But it appears so far anyway, their best is not quite good enough, and they have been playing at a high level. But it's China that has the first 2 sets in the bag. And now the first point of the 3rd set.
Well,
So,
although the Thai girls lost that first point, that's what I was mentioning just before the break about changing it up a little bit. We didn't get to see it on the replay, but there's a little cheat or a small fake by the Thai girls rather than the traditional big spike. Almost caught the Chinese girls unawares. Oh, Amporn again. Really does well when she runs across to her right, avoiding the Chinese blockers. And that time, great contact, as you see again. Only Wang was there. Super spike.
Oh, well, a double set up there from China, and it worked.
Yeah, firstly, a good set by Fang. Then number 17, Zhu. Could have spiked it. Did a little bit of a fake and did a back set. Wang finally finishing it off.
So 2-all in set 3, but again, we've seen Thailand in the first 2 sets as Amporn gets ready to serve. 179 centimeters high. It seems tall, but certainly not the tallest in the Thai side, or the Chinese for that matter.
Point to the Thai girls. Could have been a net or a foot violation. Oh, big serve by Amporn. She really does pack a punch. So once again, the Thai girls getting off to a good start. Always start off the sets well. It's just a matter of hanging on. Seem to fade halfway through. And a little bit of luck going their way, but the Chinese girls so good in just turning seemingly an impossible situation into an outright winner. Look at the reaction from the Thai girls. This serve dribbles over. Fang picking it up. Finished off by Wang.
So China, yeah, still trailing 3-4 though. A little bit short that one for the Thais. May have rattled them just a little.
That's how professional these Chinese girls are. They never let a bit of a lead get too far away. They're always keeping it close. We have the veteran Fang at the age of 27. The most valuable players for the Chinese girls. And a net touch there by Wang. Net violation. Point going to Thailand.
So Pachari comes back to serve it for Thailand. And not particularly well either. Well, very uncharacteristic mistake from Pachari.
And you see that she has a little bit of a giggle about it. Find that good, and as well as bad. You wouldn't see the Chinese girls giggle like that. They're so serious and professional about it. Nice to be a little bit lighthearted, but that could be the difference between the Thai team and the Chinese.
So China still trailed by 1 in this 3rd set.
There's Malika from Thailand to serve. She's
a block by Thailand, but not a particularly sophisticated one. Just the single block, and it worked in China's favor, and we're back at level pegging, 6-all. Well, they seemed well positioned. They were right at the drop line of that ball. Not sure why they couldn't dig it out. It seemed well placed for them, but China are now ahead 7-6. That time they read it.
Unlucky for the Chinese girls. Good, decent block, just wide. Got a good piece of it. As we come up to the technical timeout after this point. Oh. Nice little quick set.
And you notice she was really restrained, Stephen. Zhu Yun Li, very aware of not popping it out.
So as it happened in the first 2 sets, Thailand were off to a good start. But up until the technical timeout, they once again find themselves trailing. But Zhu on that occasion, giving a point back to the Thai girls, leveling the match at 8-all. And a touch from the Thai girls. There's a block out, point to China. As Wang comes back into the lineup in the front court. Wang and Zhu, number 17, really making a formidable.
26-year-old Yang Hao with the serve, and it was long.
So China with a big lineup here. You got number 2 Feng as a setter. You got 3 spikers ready to go. Number 1 Wang, 17 Zhu. Oh, Zhu just showing a little bit of finesse. She's so tall.
And the Thais ending up in a campfire formation there on the ground. 2 or 3 of them scrambling around for the ball.
Beautiful backset Feng, so good. That's actually good improvisation. Point to be replayed. Umpire had not signaled for point to begin.
China leading 10-9. Falls perfectly for Thailand. Double block. And blocked out. Point to Thailand. And the Thais must have angled that one just right for the Chinese. Impossible for them to angle it back in. And it's Amporn bounding in now for the serve. It's gone low.
Better communication that time.
Oh. No. 11-10. Well, Thailand really forcing the Chinese to make a real match of this. China 11, Thailand 10.
That's a good combination by the Thai girls. Back set again. There's an attack from China. Oh, wonderful block.
Great block, in fact, a double from Plumet.
And Pachari.
And Pachari. Pachari, 28 years of age. Certainly in the veteran ranks at that age. Blocked out by Thailand, point to China.
And that time Plumjet not strong enough to push that ball back.
This is a good warm-up for China. Match against Russia, the one they're really concentrating on at the moment. And Wang Yimei has put that one well beyond reach of everybody.
She's missed a few serves
tonight.
Yeah,
she has given the point to Thailand.
Well, she's not alone, but Wang, yeah, just 18 years of age. Definitely see her in Beijing, barring any injury. And a few things she'd like to improve. Obviously, one was her serving percentage. Another, she's self-confessed she'd like to take a bit of weight off, so she's a little bit more agile. She's a big girl, 190 centimeters tall. Great front court player, good blocks, fantastic spiker. A bit more agility and service percentage. Should be a fantastic all-round player. So China again with a 2-point lead. This will be a free ball up. And the dummy run, the decoy, opening up the court, easy spike, clear opening. Big gap. Could have gone anywhere, really. That ball called out. China now 6.
It's been an incredible 10 years for volleyball in Thailand. These women have virtually started from scratch around about 10 years ago to build up a pretty credible international side, certainly by Asian standards anyway. But
Yeah, certainly by Asian standards, they're doing quite well. But they have something to prove here. Last year in the World Grand Prix, they unfortunately came 12th out of 12. So coach is very stressful on the point that he wants to make. Wants to make an improvement from that. Lucky spike here once again, traversing from the center of the court all the way to the right. Wasn't cleanly struck, but nonetheless found the gap. Feng, number 2, making life easy for all the Chinese girls. Everyone getting into the action. This time, number 5, Chu Jingling.
18-13 in favor of China. And it's a Chinese serve as well. So set 3, 18-13. And China already leading by 2 sets anyway.
So Feng takes a break. And after this, we should see another rotation. Sung Nina should come back in to help set for Team China.
Well, Stephen, that was a great spike from Willa Van. She spotted the gap in the Chinese ranks and really put some steam on this one as well.
Yeah,
Look at that. Oh, that was expertly woven, or threaded, I should say, between those 2 blockers.
Once again, an uphill battle for Thailand, though. But whatever they come up with, China just comes back with 1, if not 2 or 3 extra points. And a very smart play from the Thai girls. No chance for a strong attack. So all the Chinese girls read that, started to back off. And there was just a little dink. Here we see this. And Wang, just a little bit too reactive. Stuck a hand out, couldn't control the dig. But time running out for the Thai girls, 19-15. Nice little dink.
Yeah, they know when to be delicate when they need to. Li Shan picking up that point.
Big opening down the middle. Everyone just spread out.
You could have driven a truck through that. If you've got that much room, you don't need to spike it.
And if all the Thai girls dived at once.
On court for Thailand.
Well, the Thai team is still sticking with the same lineup. Would have thought they would have possibly tried a few more rotations. Particularly this event being a round-robin event and coming up against a team like China, not really expected to win. You think that after 1 or 2 sets that the other, maybe more inexperienced or junior players come out and test their skills, gain a little bit more experience. As it is, maybe they think they can come back.
(22-16) China now 3 points away from a healthy start to this World Grand Prix event in Hong Kong. China tightly bunched up at the net. They're expecting something. They could have gone up for the double block. Back for the ties again. Nice dig.
So, point to the Thai girls. China leading 22-17. First to 25 in this third set. And again, the Thai girls committing one of the biggest sins. Another fault. And a timeout called from Thailand. So Thailand on service.
Okay, and just Grand Prix in Hong Kong. So Fidelity Total Retirement Solution, the CEO collection, Omega presents Countdown to the Beijing Olympic Games. World Market Update, News Roundup, coming up shortly, slightly delayed though. Back to the match. So 23-18, and the Thais, as they have done previously in this match, they've let China get up there and get a strong whiff of victory in either one of the sets, and then they've held them back. They've put a leash on them, and they have tried to make the score a little more respectable. China so far have broken free of that leash. Let's see how easily they do it again, and now they are up to 24, so 1 point away from victory in this opening match for both sides in this three-day event here in Hong Kong at the Coliseum, which I might add is, well, not nearly full to capacity, but extremely full, probably about 3/4 from what we can see from here. Thailand strike back, though, 19-24.
That was a great play, a couple of decoys, 3 or 4 spikers up there. But possibly a little bit too late. Spike from Yang into the net. Thai claw their way back. Now within 4, but they still face 4 match points.
Yeah, it's a real fight for survival here. And Plemjit, I'm sure, is very well aware of that as she serves for Thailand.
And a little bit of luck there, catching the tape, dropping short for the Chinese libero. Number 16, Zhang Na. And a timeout from China. Tell you what, they're in a commanding lead. 2 sets to love up. Still got 3 match points, but this is just how professional they are. They don't want to take anything to chance. They still have 2 timeouts up their sleeve. So taking one now and just trying to finish it. Very professional. So easy for some teams, especially at an amateur level, when you're leading, just to get a little bit relaxed, thinking you have a few more match points, you'll take one of them, and before you know it, you're in the 5th set, trailing. So let's see if this timeout has disrupted the Thai's rhythm. Good serve by Plemjit. Oh, this is close. Oh, point going to Thailand. The block from the Chinese girls hitting the antenna. That's being a foul. Yes. Last touch was from the Chinese girls. And the ball rolling onto the antenna. Foul. Nice serve and a nice dig. And it's all over. Right in the back corner. It's number 3, Yang Hao, finishing it off for China.
And that shot really, Stephen, sums up China's performance here this evening.